really struggling, and it sucks, and I want you to know you're not alone. Create an amazing life anywhere that you are.
Are you climbing the corporate ladder? Fundraising if you want to be an entrepreneur. You can see me as a little guinea pig. Should I quit my job, find something that makes me happier? Should I move abroad? Should I live at home? Should I save up and live with my parents? Move in with my partner? Is it too soon? Should I get married now instead of having kids now? Or should I wait until I'm more financially stable? So many questions and lead us to decisions that will change our lives. If you're also feeling lost, if you're also feeling overwhelmed, if you're paralyzed by the amount of paths, choices are completely in your control, are your responsibility, honestly, then welcome. It's gonna be a series of videos to truly discover not only who you are, but what you want your life to look like. Whether you're figuring out your career or just trying to find what makes you happy, this journey can feel daunting, but it's also, I think, exciting and definitely worth exploring. I would love to have you here. We're all in the same boat here and we'll figure it out together. I'll be exploring things that make me happy based on experts' advice, do a ton of trial and error videos of just exploring and testing tips, advice, hobbies as well, a bunch of different things to try. Feel I have found something worthwhile. Many people say passion is not something you find, it's rather something you cultivate. We'll keep exploring. Explore with me, we can do this together. If anything, you will at least get to see another person on the same boat as you. In this first video, I wanted to get kicking and get started. I'm gonna do now, find advice and tackle all of these questions, sprinkle in a mixture of information, acting upon it, actually taking steps toward figuring it out, learning from life experience. Yeah, let's go. I thought I would start with a podcast. It is free and an easy way to dip our toes into this. First source of information that comes to mind is Mel Robbins. I don't know if you've heard of her. Podcaster and author. She just has such great advice, especially younger generations. Thought I would start with her. I saw that she has this podcast episode, 13 things I wish I knew in my 20s. I want to know them. I'm gonna listen to it, summarize main takeaways for you, and see if there is anything that might inform our next step. I'm feeling so cold out right now. Second tip is basically to stop spending your money on stupid shit. The reason why I found this interesting, the way Mel is putting it, is like in this stage of your life that you feel so completely out of sorts, lost, have no framework, but at the same time it gives you a sense of control. Obviously it gives you the dopamine rush of getting something that you want, that you saw online, rush of being in control, deciding what you want to buy and what you want to spend your money on. Become very addictive, feeling like you're in control when actually you're just spending and throwing your money away on things you probably don't need. I finished listening to the podcast. Such a great episode, by the way. I will link it down below if you want to go check it out yourself, because I feel like there's such a great episode if you want to listen to it as well. But I will put on the screen the 13 pieces of advice that she gave. There are a few things that I think we can incorporate in this journey and this series. We can explore it more in depth in the upcoming videos. Going back for a second to the topic of like control. I started this video saying we're all feeling a bit lost. One of the things she suggested to like you're a bit more in control of your life having a morning routine. It doesn't need to involve a super expensive item or a lengthy routine, as simple as getting up at the time you say you're gonna wake up. And it might sound a bit cliche. She gave some really clear steps on what makes a great morning routine, sense of what actually helps your body, mind, get the best start to the day possible. He suggested it as the first step that anyone can take. I don't know about you, but in the middle of winter, I've been trying so hard to like some sort of routine. I thought I'd give it a go. One like easy thing that you can do to just feel a bit more in control. It's not gonna be probably like life-changing, but we'll see. And the other one was be your own person. Exploring things by yourself to figure out who you are outside of other people's opinions without outside noise. We come from this stage of chasing the same things, being taught the same thing, academically speaking, reaching the same milestone as our friends, our peers, and then we're kind of like scattered and thrown into the world to each pursue whatever we want to pursue. Try and chase another person's dream. It's not gonna work out. Be your own person. For that, love to explore hobbies, things that I enjoyed doing as a kid. Perhaps you can also make a list of things that you remember enjoying doing as a kid and you haven't done them in ages or you haven't had the time. And I know hobbies and certain activities that are not necessary can be quite expensive, and we're also really short in time nowadays. I do want to explore that. If you want to put a list together of hobbies that you want to try out or that you want to see me try out, please just leave them down below in the comments and I will make my best to try them out. I want to make this as realistic as possible for you and for me. I have a full-time job. I want to make it as realistic as possible. Anyone out there is feeling lost to pay bills, pay debts, pay your mortgage, you have an actual full-time job, you can't dedicate your entire day to doing this exploration. We're gonna do it slow and steady. So that's why we're starting out with a morning routine, some hobbies. Those were the two things that I wanted to actually try out in the next videos. Alright, so I thought I would also find some videos, even articles, how to find purpose in your 20s. I'm gonna read and see some videos, see if there is any other information to orient us, orient our lives, and the upcoming videos as well. So I'll get reading and I will let you know what I find out. He's also made several other books. I wanted to end this video with a little message of, I know this journey is gonna be like not a straight line. You might also be at a point where you're not completely happy with where you're at. Your life is okay, but you feel like something's missing, or perhaps I'm really not happy. Whatever the case might be, recognizing that you're not happy with where you're at is a pretty big step, and to not even know where that might be, but then trying to enjoy the journey, finding what we want, also enjoying ourselves. If you want to join me, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post my next video. Here's to creating a life we love, full of joy.